and I'm telling you.
I have a question to ask you.
Fire away.
What do you get when you put two guys on a bus
Right.
with a camera?
To give a pleasurable journey.
What are your views on the new bendy buses, say?
Whose fault's that? Is it theirs or ours?
Don't matter if your journey's long or if it's short.
Why? Because you don't agree with my. Is it not freedom of speech?
It's nice to have that courtesy.
Okay.
Thank you,
Don't
sir.
you
That
think?
one out.
Okay.
You know, good morning, how are you? It's just, people don't do it anymore. And I think it's a great loss.
I thought she was going to get up and slap me. Obviously, this is not going to be your average documentary.
So we're going to go on the buses. We're going to take a look at London Transport and how the buses run. We're going to go inside the buses, outside the buses, interview people, interview others. Interesting comments from the public and Mr. Corbyn himself.
I'm Jeremy Corbyn, I'm the MP for Islington North, and I live in Islington North, and I cycle in Islington North, and I take buses in Islington North and tubes and trains.
Alright, the new bendy buses have changed from the old route masters to the bendy buses.
Now, you got a longer bus,
Alright.
fits more people. I love it. It's a
So-
nice new design.
How do you feel the new bendy buses work for you and young Jasmine here?
The bendy buses are really good actually. They're really easy to get on and off, and there's heaps of room on there for prams.
The bendy buses are very good, especially for disabled people.
Yes.
And for getting on and off the bus is very easy for me and other people in similar circumstances.
The routes now are much better, much better access and much better accessibility for everybody.
I think these are much safer.
Yeah,
I prefer these buses, yes. I prefer the
So-
security of them.
Okay, do you
But you
feel...
can't get people leaping off if they snatch handbags and then
It's
they leap
true.
off and so on. I've seen that happen.
The route master had two guys on the bus, right? The driver and then the conductor. What about that? You've got big 18, I think the 18-foot buses.
It was
All
safer.
right.
It was safer. Is the isolation and symbolic division of the driver from the society around him a sad metaphor for the nature of bus journeys in general from an individual's point of view?
Yeah, I think it's allegory for modern society. We separate post office workers in the post office from the people they're serving. We do it in banks. Some shops do it, certainly cashiers do it. We do it with bus drivers, and I think it's something that's unpleasant about our society, that nobody feels secure enough or trustworthy enough that they should be able to face the public one-on-one and have a sort of a normal relationship and a normal conversation. I understand all the security reasons for it, understand all that. I just find it very, very sad. What is it that people grow up feeling the need to smash up a bus or assault a bus driver or indeed assault ambulance workers? It's very sad and very bad.
What do you feel about the conductor on the bus? The conductor would come on, he'd talk to you, you say, how are you, good morning. Do you
Very
think we've
important.
lost that?
Very important.
I like the conductors.
And you just get to know certain conductors and certain ones think they're good at their job. They're good because they're good natured, they're smiley.
Don't matter if your journey's long or if it's short, at the end of the day it's nice to have that courtesy. You know, good morning, how are you? It's just, people don't do it anymore. And I think it's a great loss.
People don't get as angry or as worked up if they've got a fun conductor, especially at night when people are a bit drunk. It just tended to kind of, make things a bit happier.
I think basically it's putting a mother man out of a job. You see, the bus driver's got to do two jobs. He's got to drive plus check on the passengers, which is not good.
The reason for having the bendy bus is so that they don't have to pay for two people to work on every bus. I do think if they had more spot checks, people might be less inclined to fare dodge.
Thousands of people have lost their jobs and they've given this responsibility to a machine. You know, we're trusted to take our card, swipe it and keep going. It gives the trust, it gives the responsibility to the customer and to everyone else.
I thought it was better now because every bus stop got a little machine.
Yeah.
I thought that was excellent because you can just get your ticket and you're ready with it.
Yeah.
And that saved a lot of queuing and timing and, on the bus and gone.
I'm sure there's people who get on bendy buses that don't always swipe that oyster.
Do you swipe your
I
oyster
do,
every time?
every time.
Every time.
Every
There you
time.
go.
What do you think of the new bendy buses?
Oh, actually, I'm free.
I haven't really paid, to be completely honest.
I think they're great. They're free, so that's brilliant.
You can get on them free. Yeah. So it's pretty good.
The amount of times I've been on and not paid, I think the penalty will still come out cheaper.
It's not on, it's 80p, you know, with an oyster. It's not worth dodging. I think a bendy bus relies on people being honest.
You know what, I think in general we've got a problem, London Transport has a problem on their hands because of the fact that a culture is building up, that people are proud of dodging fares. People are proud of getting on the same fare and not paying.
When was the last time someone sat down next to you and said, "Good morning, how are you today"?
Do you know what, I really cannot remember.
You can't remember.
I really cannot remember.
Londoners feel they're embarrassed, they shouldn't do it, there's something wrong with doing it.
It's that personal space.
What it is no one's used to it. If you do something out of that's not normal, people will look at you and go, what's wrong with that? It's not, why is he saying good morning? Why is this person saying hello to me? And this is what we're teaching the youngers, the generation underneath us, that we shouldn't talk. We shouldn't say good morning.
But what really solves the issue of insecurity and crime is a sense of community. What makes a street safer at night? The fact that it's empty, or the fact that there are shops and cafes open and people going in and out and having a normal relationship with each other. And take it a stage further. If you're on a train or a bus and people sit there and sort of like this is my space, this is my newspaper, how dare you touch my newspaper? Or you hold up the newspaper and somebody's reading the back page of the newspaper. Frankly, I don't mind. I cannot read the back of the newspaper while I'm reading the front page. I don't have those kind of eyes. I don't care if somebody else reading. So what? You see something, I beg your pardon, you're reading my newspaper. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Well, maybe people should talk to each other a bit more. But if you're ever on a train and it breaks down or stops for some reason in the middle of nowhere, people go, they start chatting to each other. And suddenly a community develops out of absolutely nothing.
I think we need to put this to the test. I think we need to actually jump on these buses